I was in labor. He was sitting on one of those hospital cot beds on his computer in the corner, not paying attention to me in his own little bubble.
I admit I was on my computer, but that was far from it. I had to find a way to calm myself because I was so excited. I was so excited to be a father. How often does a man beat the woman to the hospital?
Do you dispute, Ms. Miller, that he was excited about this beautiful little girl being born?
I really didn't see much excitement.
You didn't?
No.
Did he beat you to the hospital?
Yes, because I had to wait for my aunt to come get me.
What was the problem exactly? You let him sign the birth certificate.
I gave my daughter my last name.
Because we were engaged. And I thought we were going to get married. I thought we were going to have a happy life and raise our daughter together until...
You ain't thought nothing. You ain't thought nothing. You was messing with somebody else during that time of conception. We know it. We can see it. We can see it.
Daughter my last name.
Because we were engaged. And I thought we were going to get married. I thought we were going to have a happy life and raise our daughter together until about 3 months after she was born, one of his friends told me everything that he was doing throughout our entire relationship, cheating on me.
Who?
Going
one
to
of his friends?
multiple places to meet multiple girls.
Oh,
and after that, I was just done.
Come on, man. He was for the streets.
Where's this other possible father?
I'm not even quite sure. After we broke up, he changed his number. He moved. He pretty much disappeared. I have tried to find him.
Fellas, let me ask y'all a question. If be real with me. Come on, be real with me. All right. So, let's say one night, you didn't had a few too many to drink. You ran into this chick at the club. You take her back to the crib. You smash. And then she called you later on and say that you the father of her child. What do you do? What's your next move? What's your next move, bruh? What's your next move? Do you shut off your phone? Do you move? What do you do? What do you do? I'd run too. I'm sorry. And it's not just the looks. It's the attitude too. It's just, when you look like that, you got a little attitude. It makes you really, really, really ugly at that point.
Find him. I have tried to get a hold of him and I can't find him.
But you keep saying Mr. Rasmussen cheated. He did this. He did that.
He was
as
for
wrong
the
as that may
streets.
be, you also slept with somebody else.
We weren't even dating then. I was.
Oh, they always say they weren't dating then. It was off. That's always the story. That's always the story. We weren't dating then. We were off. We were off. We were always on again, off again. On and in, off again. Fellas, let me tell you something. When y'all off, she ain't sitting at home crying over you. She out and about. Don't believe that. Don't believe she's sitting at home crying over you, man. This is the opportunity. Every time y'all off, it's an opportunity. And they know it's an opportunity. I'm just letting y'all know because y'all fools don't know this.
Single at that time because he was with this other lady and I was the side chick, which I didn't even really know about.
All of this is happening, and this man is continuing to step
y'all
up to
making
the
this
plate
dude like he's such a
he
stud.
has a daughter on the way, like he has a newborn baby girl. Even through the breakup, you all are making custody and visitation arrangements, but deep down there's another possible father.
Right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why wait so long to tell him?
Yeah.
I told him the first time that we had a court date.
5 months
but
later.
The courts threw it out.
Even
DNA
before
test.
you tell anybody in court. What about just telling him?
Right. Good point.
I want to understand that. Why was it that you were keeping this information so close to your hip until 5-6 months after Zaylee was born?
The more she grew up, the more I started noticing more of her features, the more she started looking like the other guy.
She
That-
looks exactly like I did when I was 3 years
No, she don't. No, she don't. That's not your baby dog. Let me tell you something. If a woman tell you you are not the father, you are not the father.
old. I have a picture of me when I was 3 and a picture of her from just the other
Let
day.
me see that. Will you hand that to me, Jerome?
Believe it or not, when I was 3 years old, I had blonde hair.
And so this is a picture of Zaylee on the left and you as a child, Mr. Rasmussen, on the right.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And you say you see a distinct similarity.
Yes, I do.
Do you see it, Ms. Miller?
Mm-mm,
You don't.
I don't.
You feel like Zaylee looks like
I
the
don't see
other
it either.
gentleman you were
Yes.
intimate with.
Look, we even have the same chin. I'm just noticing that now. Our
Dude,
chin looks exactly the same. We have the same dimples.
Dude, you are hoping. You are hoping y'all look nothing alike, man. If she don't have an eyebrow, she ain't got an eyelash, she ain't got nothing that resembles you. Nothing. 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 The nose, the lips, the smile, nothing. Nothing, man. Come on, give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
You are insisting that Mr. Rasmussen is not the child's father, and yet you're receiving child support from Mr. Rasmussen. Have
Right.
you petitioned the court to have Mr. Rasmussen taken off of child support?
I have told him a couple times that if he would just
Told him. Her question was, did you petition to the court? That's what she asked. That's what I thought I heard. Did you petition to the court that Mr. Raspuspis son may not be the father of the child, or you know he not the father of the child? No, but you taking that $500 a month.
Child's father, and yet you're receiving child support from Mr. Rasmussen. Have you petitioned the court to have Mr. Rasmussen taken off of child support?
I have told him a couple times that if he would just sign her over to me, that he wouldn't have to pay child support anymore.
I'm not
If
going to
he
do
would
that.
just-
I'm not going to give up that easy. I'm fighting for what I know is mine. I know she's mine.
So, Mr. Rasmussen, what type of visitation do you have right now?
Right now, it's every other weekend, but I've had to jump through so many hoops to get to this point. At first, it was that fly by night, just make a date whenever you want to, and go from there. But obviously, that didn't work. And then sometime after that, we started out where I had to sit with Miss Miller and my daughter at a park for 4 hours once a week for 4 weeks. And then after that, I got her for 4 hours once a week for 4 weeks by myself without her involvement. And then after that, I got her for one overnight a week for 4 weeks. And then after those 4 weeks, then I got what I have now.
How
Dang.
is your relationship with Zaylee?
Oh, it's phenomenal. Every time I get her, I try to make the best I can out of it. Even if I don't have any money from having to put gas in the car and pay the child support and everything, we try to do as much as I try to do as much as I can with her, whether it be something as little as going to the park or going fishing or going to an amusement attraction. Every little memory at that age means more than anybody can possibly fathom.
Oh, this is jacked up, man. This is jacked up. So this woman says that this man is not the father of the child, but she still has him come in, pick her up, pick her up, and still accepting his $500 a month, knowing that this man is not the father. I don't believe you the father, man, because she don't look nothing like you. And I don't believe you the father because the mother says you're not the father. But that woman is evil. She is evil. She know you're not the father. And she's still taking that money. She's not worried about you, man. Look at you. Spend $500 a month working as a cashier, leaving your job, going, changing your clothes, and then driving in the snow on a windy road. It got there in 35 minutes and still beat her to the hospital. Ugh.
And I just try to make the absolute best out of what I can with what I have.
So, Mr. Rasmussen, let me ask you, are you prepared? Have you prepared yourself either way? If this child is my biological child or if
He
she
hasn't
isn't,
done
have
any
you thought
preparation.
about both alternatives?
In a sense, yes. If it goes the way I'm hoping, and I know in my heart that it will, that she is mine, I'm just going to be overjoyed that all the
This is
the
sad,
drama
man.
and
That's
the
not your
fighting
baby,
and
dog.
all that kind of stuff is behind me. If it goes the other way, I don't think if I had all the time in the world, I could, prepare myself for such a bombshell.
Oh,
I don't think I'd be able to prepare myself for just how devastating that would be to not only me but my entire family.
Jerome, I think it's time for the results.
Okay.
Jerome. Come on, man.
Thank you.
Dang.
These results were prepared
the
by
father.
DNA
This dude about to
Diagnostics
kill
and they
himself.
read as follows. In the case of Miller versus Rasmussen, when it comes to 3-year-old Zaylee Rasmussen, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Rasmussen, you are not the father.
Oh, come on.
Miss Miller,
Be respectful.
Sorry.
Miss Miller,
I'm sorry.
that's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you or your child.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve.
Woo! Woo! Man. Oh, just see it. Just see it. Oh. And who's the other girl that was there? She's
Nerve. You just showed me where your priorities were right there.
I'm sorry.
Because I held out hope that you weren't just acting a fool because you so mad at him because he cheated on you that you would cheat your child out of a father. But that cheering you did, what you cheering? I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
ooh, woo.
I'm not.
She
No,
cut
you
deep.
were. He is over here breaking down because he loves this child so much. I sit here day after day after day with women hoping a man would drive 16 miles to see their baby, much less 160 miles each way,
Whoa.
and abide by a court order and sign a birth certificate and come day after day and week after week so they can grow visitation to have a relationship with the child. And you have no compassion for not just him, but for Zaylee. She's 3 years old. Now, he's not just going to be heartbroken. We got to break this news to her. And y'all over here cheering like it's a sport. This is this baby's life. And I asked you, where's this other man? I don't know. And you know he don't want nothing to do with you. Sitting up there cheering.
Oh,
Mr. Rasmussen, I am so sorry. I know this hurts you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Man.
I don't know what I'm going to do. She's my whole world. Everything I do is for her. She was the reason I went to work every day.
I know you have a bond with her.
I feel like my whole world is in ruins now.
I know that feeling. I've said that before. I go to work.
Miss Miller, I'm going to say this to you before I adjourn court. Your child deserves to know who her father is. Whether or not that man wants to be in her life, physically present and participate. He does have a legal obligation to help support her financially. It's important that you make this right. she'll one day ask, where's my father?
All right. Now the show is called Who's Out of Order. And on Who's Out of Order, what I do is I react to videos and then I tell you who I think is out of order. She is definitely out of order. This was nuts. Oh, you don't usually see where the man is just like all in 100%. Even though there was doubt there, he still was in 100%. Now the man don't know what he gonna do. You done played games with these people's lives, and then you cheered about it. Now we know you don't give a damn about him, but that cheering showed that you don't give a damn about your daughter. I feel sorry for that little girl, because you don't deserve to be a mother. This is disgusting. How you would do these people like this. I'm done. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. And then leave a comment. Give me feedback. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way, every time a video comes out, you are notified. So with that, I'ma say peace and be one.